Hey gamers, just came off of a stream, and I have to say, well, first let me give you a little scenario here. Imagine you queue up for a half hour. You finally get into a lobby, but fill up half of it for no real reason. Then you get into a match, you hook someone like 4 times, and they're still not dead. That's the reality of this 2v8. So, yeah, let me go over my feelings on 2v8 version 3 here. And then I'll go with the little back history with the other two. Original 2v8, fantastic. It was great. It was fun. And a great place to go, and they could improve upon it. 2v8 version 2. They did improve upon it, but they also made survivors a little too strong. I mean, we still have medics, but now they have the ability to just instantly heal 50% of a health state. You got people that can literally rebuild pallets, though I find that kind of funny. And then the third one comes out. So, an issue that has been plaguing every version of 2v8. Everyone wants to play killer. So, when the news came out that they were going to be adding bots, botville, 2v8. At first, just a little apprehensive, being like, I'd rather play against real players. I mean, most people do. Then, the secondary thing is, well, if they're adding bot fills, then this should help move the killer queue faster along. And, that would be the sensible thing. But this is behavior we're talking about. They do the most dipshit things you can possibly imagine. So, killer queue is still bad. But they add bots to lobbies. Lobbies only last at most a minute now before the bots come in. Why? I don't know. The problem was not the lobbies moving. It was the queues moving. So they did something stupid and pointless, as they often tend to do. It doesn't solve anything. It just adds more issues of now having bot players in the lobbies that people don't want. I'd be fine with bot players if it was to move queues, but it's not moving queues. Queues are still half hour plus. And of course, they're trying to make Survivor more appealing to people because, for fuck's sake, they don't know how to make it more interesting. Because the thing that makes 2v8 so popular that people are pouring into Killer Roll even more so than that they do with the normal game mode is that they can kill with a friend. That in itself is novel. But the 8 in the 2v8 is just normal Survivor play, but with restricted perk sets. They don't add any other interesting mechanic. But this one, they added a new mechanic to the game, but it goes for both killers and survivors. That's them putting green and yellow herbs around the map to make it more Resident Evil themed. They spawn in totem locations, for those who don't know. And the green herbs are fine. Both herbs for killer just give them a 5% speed boost for a little bit. The green herbs for survivors heal a health state. That's okay. It's understandable. The yellow herbs heal a hook state. Yes, a whole hook state. So you can be hooked like 3 or 4 times. Nothing's going to happen to you. You're still alive. Why? This isn't like Shoulder the Burden, where a survivor takes a hook state from someone else. This is just straight up, the killers make anti-progress. Like, imagine if the killers could unrepair a gen. That's what this is. A tiny bit of haste is not making up for a survivor's ability to just remove their progress. What is this? You don't make Survivor more appealing by making life hell for killers. You're just going to kill 2v8. It used to be simple. It used to be fun. And this is honestly just another example of behavior doesn't know what they're doing. They've never known what they're doing. Every bit of their success came from sheer dumb luck. I will stand on this hill until my dying breath. The only reason why DBD is successful is because it basically just has no other competition, and they lucked into making an actually good game in the genre of ASIMs. That's just... its simplicity is what draws people to it. You add extra bullshit into it, people stop wanting to play. It's frustrating, man. Like, if you think I'm wrong, just like look at behaviors of other games. All of them, they either abandon or the games just straight up flop. In behaviors, only Golden Goose is DBD. And literally, they just lucked into it. Well, that's enough of my ranting for this time. See you around. I'm going to go play Warframe and farm up them volatile emotes. Not emotes, motes. Sorry. Because that is a much more enjoyable time than this. Like, Survivor and 2v8, it's super lucrative. Look at this. I mean, it's kind of hard for you to see right now because of the text box in the way. But plus 200% blood points. I mean, I'll take the blood points. But this, like, bribes, superpowers, super items. It's too easy to win as Survivor. And killers, man, I wish I could play the fucking mode. I really wish they would just make 2v8 permanent. Not just because me like 2v8, but because the novelty factor will wear off. It will. Just remove the limited timeness of 2v8. And you can do a split event mode, like we already do with the normal game and events. But for 2v8 specifically, so you can be like, you want to play normal 2v8 or you want to play Resident Evil 2v8. Do that. Because right now this is ridiculous. I know it's hot. It would be like Q suicide, I guess, if you would split it now, but like I'm saying in the future, after the magic is worn off. Peace, love, dope.